What's up, everyone? Welcome to this edition of From Around the World Fridays. It's episode 50, so I thought, well, why don't I share some pictures from the 50 states, since I've been to all of them now. I will say right off the bat here, I was not able to find pictures that I've taken personally from all 50 states. I believe there's six that are missing, so I don't have those in here and I apologize, but yeah, some of these pictures are or some trips are from a long time ago, and so it's hard to find those pictures. I'm not sure where they all went, and ran out of time to get this out, so here we are. Anyways, yeah, so I'll start off. I'll explain a little bit about each picture, each place, and then we'll go from there. So these are in a little bit random order, just how I got them into the folder. But anyways, first up we got Vermont here. This is just outside of Stowe, looking back at Stowe, Vermont. Beautiful area, well worth checking out at any time of year. And next up we have New Hampshire. New Hampshire again, beautiful, especially during the fall. It was awesome to be there. This is in Franconia Notch State Park. Again, beautiful. And then next up, we got Maine. Maine was awesome. Really enjoyed driving through Maine, driving along the coast. It was beautiful, beautiful morning. This is in Acadia National Park on the top of Cadillac Mountain. Well worth watching the sunrise up there. I must recommend, or must say. And then next up, we head back to my home state, Washington State. This is in the North Cascades National Park, up by the Cascade Pass Trail up above it. But beautiful morning that I spent up there for sure. And then up next, we're back out to the East Coast. This is Connecticut. This is Hartford, Connecticut. This is the state capital and Bushnell Park. This beautiful spot. Loved being there. Did a bunch of running around that park, and really enjoyed the nice weather. And then next up is Rhode Island. This is the International Tennis Hall of Fame in Rhode Island, Newport. Really enjoyed going there as a tennis fan, and I really liked Rhode Island. I thought it was a cool place. Definitely would go back. Next up is Delaware. This is the Hagley Museum, where the DuPonts, the giant wealthy family, where they used to live back in the day, and got to tour that house and really enjoyed my short time in Delaware. Next up is Pennsylvania. This is at the Liberty Bell. We got Independence Hall right behind it, where the Declaration of Independence was signed. Again, loved it there. Love all the history in Philadelphia. I've driven through. Actually, I've seen a lot of Pennsylvania, which has been fun. But really enjoyed Philly. And then next up, we got Mississippi, Biloxi, Mississippi. I didn't spend much time there, just a day, but enjoyed going along the Gulf Coast there and get to experience Biloxi a little bit. They got basically like a mini Vegas there in Biloxi, which was interesting. My sister and I lost some money there, so that was fun. But yeah, enjoyed exploring a little bit around there. And next up is Louisiana. This is on Bourbon Street there. It was Mardi Gras, or at the start of Mardi Gras when we were there, so everything was festive and really fun to be there during Mardi Gras for sure. Wild place, great food. Next up is Alabama. This is at the in Montgomery at the National Center for Peace and Justice. Uh, all of these pillars that are hanging from the roof there are monuments with names of people that were hanged over the years. Yeah, kind of a sad place to be, but and see all the hangings that were done. Um, but a good memorialization of the struggle for sure. And then next up is Atlanta, or is Georgia. This is in Atlanta, the Olympic Centennial Park. This is, I think I was just outside the College Football Hall of Fame, but really enjoyed my time in Atlanta and really enjoyed exploring Georgia as well. Up next is Florida. This is at the Kennedy Space Center. As a space fan, as a science fan, astronomy, all that, I love being there. It was such a cool experience for me. Love getting to see the history of our space program and everything over the years. Yeah, well worth checking out for sure. Next, we got California. This is at my favorite beach, Coronado Beach, on Coronado Island in San Diego. I love going there all the time. Anytime I visit San Diego, I go to Coronado Island, um, and you can see the sun starting to set. It's beautiful, beautiful afternoon as always in San Diego. So, uh, always recommend that to anyone. And up next, we got Austin, Texas, or Texas. Sorry. This is Austin. This is right above where the bats come out at night, which I recommend checking out if you're ever there. And yeah, beautiful, beautiful sunset over the Colorado River there. Next up is Missouri. This is the Kansas City Royals game. It was a beautiful day there in the summertime with my dad and watching baseball. Cool looking stadium right there. And yeah, had a ton of fun in Missouri. And Kansas is up next. This is at the basketball facility for University of Kansas. It was really, really fun to see that as a sports fan, as a basketball fan. I really liked Kansas growing up, and so really fun to see that as well. And next up, we got Utah. This is at Canyonlands National Park in Utah. Little arch there, and yeah, Utah's just full of wild landscapes. I haven't got to see them all, but yeah, love a lot of my times in Utah. And next up, we got Massachusetts. This is at Fenway Park, another baseball stadium. Fenway, iconic. I got the Green Monster out there. I love being there. Boston's such a cool city, one of my favorites for sure. And yeah, I really enjoyed the game there. And then this next picture here is in Oklahoma City. This is a monument to the Cowboys, cattle drivers. Um, yeah, I really liked Oklahoma, in Oklahoma City. I thought it was really an interesting place that has a lot more than I think people realize. And then next we got Arkansas. This is the Crown Thorn Chapel. Hopefully I said that right. Out just outside of Eureka Springs, Arkansas, in the northwest corner. Beautiful, beautiful area, and yeah, a little quirky town, but um, I actually really liked Arkansas, especially in the wintertime. It was cool to see everything lit up um, as well. All right, next up we got South Carolina. This is at Fort Sumter National Monument where the Civil War started. Um, Fun to go out there and see the history. Charleston is a really, really cool city. Lots of history there as well, and just beautiful, beautiful part of the country. And then we got North Carolina, NASCAR Hall of Fame. That was actually really cool to see. Even as not a huge NASCAR fan, but I appreciate the sport and it was cool to see and learn more about it. Definitely recommend checking that out. And then 25, we got New York. This is taking the ferry from New York to over to New Jersey. New Jersey. Thought that was a good picture there for New York. And then 26, we got Minnesota. This is the art sculpture area just outside of downtown. And 27, we got the Field of Dreams in Iowa. We got Iowa. Went to the Field of Dreams there. That was a really cool experience. As a baseball fan, love that movie. And yeah, Iowa was a lot of fun too. And then next up, we got Wisconsin. Couldn't find a lot of pictures. I have multiple pictures because I've been to Milwaukee a few times now. But Fiserv Forum, where the Milwaukee Bucks play, cool little area down there. And next up, we got Maryland. This is at the Orioles game. It rained the whole time I was there, but I really liked Baltimore. Lots of history there, obviously. I loved Camden Yards, where this game is, and getting to explore some of the history there. And then next up, we got Virginia. This is the monument just outside of, for the Battle of Iwo Jima, just outside of Arlington National Cemetery, which is well well worth a visit. And then next up, we got Montana. This is on the campus of the University of Montana. I love Montana. It's such a pretty place. The whole state, honestly. And then next up is North Dakota. Really love North Dakota. I was surprised at how much I liked it. It was beautiful. I love being there in the summertime. Teddy Roosevelt National Park is amazing. Bismarck has a lot of cool things as well. And then next up, we got South Dakota. There we are in front of Mount Rushmore. I really liked South Dakota as well. There's actually a lot to see there. You got the Badlands, you got Crazy Horse, you got the Mount Rushmore, and I really liked Rapid City as well. And then next up, Colorado, one of my favorite states. Actually, I did rank this one as my favorite state. Colorado's amazing. It's beautiful. This is the picture of the Flatirons just outside of Boulder there. Um, yeah, such a pretty place. And then next up, we got New Mexico. This isn't the best picture. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on there, but this is at the top of Sandia Peak overlooking Albuquerque. They said on a really clear day, you can see all the way into Arizona. But yeah, New Mexico is a fun little adventure as well. And then next up, we got Arizona. I mean, got the Grand Canyon there. What can I say about that? One of the most beautiful natural landscapes on the planet for sure. Just absolutely incredible. It doesn't even look real. It's so cool. And then next up we got Nevada. This is on the strip there in Las Vegas. Um, a lot more to Nevada than just Las Vegas. Las Vegas is a lot of fun, but you got the Hoover Dam, you got Reno, you got Carson City, you got the desert out there. There's actually a lot more out there. And then next up is New Jersey. You got Carlos Bake Shop. Um, my sister really wanted to go there because she loves the desserts, but New Jersey's fun. I've been to a couple different parts of it. Um, yeah, cool state. Next up is West Virginia. This is the capital in Charleston there. And yeah, pretty flowers there. It's springtime or maybe getting into summer. Actually really enjoyed West Virginia too. Very hilly. And then next up is Ohio. I went to the Pro Football Hall of Fame there. I went to a lot of different places in Ohio. Lot to see in Cleveland. You got the Pro Football Hall of Fame. You got Columbus, Ohio, which is a really up and coming place. Yeah, lots to see and do there. Next up, Michigan. This is on the University of Michigan campus. I believe this is a picture of one of the law buildings, law school buildings. Very nice university, I will say that. And then next up is Indiana. Couldn't find my older pictures from Indiana, so I've been to Indianapolis, but this is in Fort Wayne, which has a really cool downtown. Really fun, lots of theaters, and they got a baseball stadium and some bars all around it, which was really cool. And then next up is Chicago. Been to Chicago a couple times. Or sorry, Illinois. But Chicago, been to Chicago multiple times. Got to go to Wrigley Field. Definitely one of the highlights of my life for sure. And then next up we got Oregon. This is at Crater Lake. This is a long time ago. But yeah, loved Crater Lake. Great place. And yeah, one of the stunning place to visit for sure. So finally, we have Washington, D.C. here. Really enjoyed getting to experience that, and definitely need to go back so I can see the rest of what I didn't get to see because there's so much there. And then finally, we're gonna close it out with Alaska. Picture of me uh, achieving my goal and my dream of traveling to all 50 states, December 11th, 2022. So there you have it. Like I said, there's a couple states I didn't have in there because I couldn't find the pictures I've taken in those states. So sorry to those states, but yeah, just what a journey it's been to go to all 50, and I'm excited to work on other goals and dreams as related to travel and otherwise too. So thank you all for watching, and I look forward to seeing you somewhere around the world soon.